Known to millions as the Saint of Miracles and the finder of lost things, Saint Anthony of Padua's life was a tapestry of faith, humility, and, well, divine wonders. Born Fernando Martins in the year 1195 to a wealthy Portuguese family, he gave up a life of privilege to follow God. At 15, he joined the Abbey of Santa Cruz in Coimbra, where he studied Latin and theology. When he met a group of Franciscan friars devoted to poverty and preaching, he felt a divine call. Fernando joined them and became Anthony. In the days before printing presses, a handwritten book was, honestly, priceless. Anthony had one, full of notes and prayers. One day it was stolen by a novice who left the order. Anthony prayed not for revenge, but for its return. Soon the thief returned both the book and himself to the friars, asking for forgiveness. In Rimini, heretics mocked him and refused to hear his preaching. So Anthony went to the shoreline and began to preach to the sea. Suddenly, fish gathered in rows, their heads above water, listening. Word spread. The people came, believers and non-believers alike, moved by the miracle and his message. A skeptic challenged Anthony to prove Christ's presence in the Eucharist. The test? A hungry mule was offered fresh hay and the Blessed Sacrament. In front of a crowd, the mule ignored the hay and bowed to the Eucharist. At a dinner with heretics, Anthony was served poisoned food. They taunted him, "If you trust the word, eat." Quoting Mark chapter 16, verse 18, "If they drink any deadly thing, it will not harm them." Anthony blessed the food, ate it, and walked away unharmed. In one account, a mother cried to Saint Anthony for her lost child. After prayer, the child was found safe, sitting outside the church where she had prayed. In the year 1231, Anthony fell ill and passed away at the tender age of 35. Yet even in death, miracles seemed to follow him. 30 years later, when his body was exhumed, it had turned to dust, except for his tongue, still fresh, glistening and whole, a remarkable sign of his holy voice. Less than a year after his passing, Anthony was canonized by Pope Gregory IX. Then, in 1946, he was honored as a Doctor of the Church by Pope Pius XII, who affectionately called him the Evangelical Doctor. Today, millions of people pray, Saint Anthony, help me find. And, he still answers those prayers. He's the patron saint of lost articles, lost people, expectant mothers, the poor, sailors, and the oppressed. His basilica in Padua draws pilgrims from all corners of the globe. Saint Anthony of Padua lived only 35 years, but through his miracles, preaching, and compassion, his legacy lives on forever. He is not just the saint who finds the lost, he is the one who helps us find our faith again.